everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to share that I have my sisters here with me today, and this is our very first episode for our podcast. This is something that we have been wanting to do for the longest time, and so we decided, why not now? Let's just start our podcast and get it going. So I would like to introduce you to my oldest sister right here to my right, which is Anna Fuahala. And if you could just share a little bit about your family and who you are.
Of course. Thank you so much, Sissy. So I'm Anna. I'm the oldest sister. I'm the oldest of us four, three sisters, one brother. And I'm here sitting with my niece, Sienna. And this is Sally's youngest daughter. So she'll be joining us on our podcast for as long as she's a baby. And next to me is our little sister, Kim. Kim, please introduce yourself.
Why, thank you, Anna. Yes, I am Kim. I am the youngest sister, and then I do have a little brother right underneath me. So I am the youngest, and I have four kiddos. I am a stay-at-home mom, and I homeschool. And I'm also a certified extreme hip hop instructor. So these are just some things that I do. It's just like my life surrounds around. So I'm just pretty awesome. So yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your introduction. Anna, do you have something to share?
Yeah, I'm also a mom. I have four kids as well. I'm not a step instructor, but I'm a step attendee. So I'm there at the step at the same time as the instructor. So call it what you want. I'm important too. Sally, would you like to add something to that?
I sure would. I'm a mother of four. I am so sorry.
Five.
I have five kids now. So we just added an addition back in August. So it's taken some time to realize that I'm a home mom of five. So I'm so excited that my sisters have agreed to sit down together and start our podcast. So I hope that there will be a topic on one of our podcasts that you can relate to.
I know when you brought this topic of doing the podcast together with us in the beginning, which was a couple years ago, it was something that we all wanted to do. We all wanted to participate in, but we just
Mhm.
didn't know how to do it. And I think the
Yeah.
thing that keeps you from doing something is overthinking something.
Oh yeah,
So
definitely.
we said, let's go ahead and do it with what we have and just start, because there are plenty of
Mhm.
moms out there, young moms, sisters, that may benefit from the stories or relate to things that we're going through. And so, why not bring three different point of views to this conversation and share this conversation with other moms and other young women out there who may want to join in on the topics of discussion that we have.
So
Yeah, so it's time to get the ball rolling.
yes, you gotta get it going.
So our first topic is going to be, I'm really curious. I know we all got married young,
Mm-hmm.
but I was probably the oldest. I was at my oldest. I was older when I got married
Yeah.
Mhm.
than both of you. So I
Mhm.
just wanted to know. Oh, another thing is that you both also had weddings,
Mhm.
and I
Yes.
did not. I eloped.
Yes.
So I wanted to know just how that was for you. What was your experience with getting married young, having a wedding? What would you change? What would you not change? Would you have chosen to elope, or did you truly
Yeah.
enjoy your wedding? So whoever wants to go first.
I think that's a really good question to think about and really just ponder on, just the whole question that you just asked. Because as you know, as you have said, we did get married young. I got married when I was 18, and I got married at the end of the year, the end of um, my high school year. So I was a senior. I had 2 months left to graduate, and I had gotten married. So it definitely just getting married young and just going into marriage with a young mindset and not ready for this world and what the world was going to show you and what marriage is truly about. It was pretty hard, I would have to say, but the thing that really kept me grounded was having God as the center of my life with everything that we went through. And if I had to pick and go back, I would definitely say I would have eloped. Just having the wisdom I have now than back then. If we were more adults, it would have turned out better. Just the whole thing, but um, it is what it is. We went through what we went through, and we're still married today. So we're 9 years married now and have 4 kids, and yeah, that has been it.
That surprised me that you would rather elope. But I mean, I understand that. I know for me, I eloped just because I was really stressed. I was pregnant, so I think that's what really sped it all up.
She was not a gal.
Still wish that we had a wedding.
Yeah.
I think what I would do different is don't worry about what other people think.
Yes.
Just do what you want to do, which is I wanted the wedding like Dad wanted. Being able to allow my father to give me away, not just basically robbing him of that opportunity.
Yes, because we all
We're given
didn't.
away.
Yeah, like Dad didn't marry you and Ben, right?
No, but
So
he
yeah,
gave
so he
her-
didn't get to. But I'm saying like for him to be able to marry us.
No, that's not what I wanted.
Oh, that's not what you wanted. Oh,
No,
okay, that's
I
what I
wanted him
wanted.
to give me away. As
Oh,
as his
okay.
daughter.
Oh, okay. I see
Yeah,
what you mean.
to
Now.
walk me
yes,
down
walking
the
down the aisle.
yeah.
Yes,
Just that whole passing off, like
Mhm.
passing the baton
Yeah.
to another man. So I think that's
Mhm.
why it surprised me that you would rather elope.
Oh yes, I
Just
can
because
see.
I'm on that side.
Yeah, you're on that side. Yeah, and then the side I'm on. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was yeah, it was just a lot. So
I mean, it could be a lot for an 18-year-old.
yeah, 18-year-old, and you have nothing going for you.
Yeah.
And you just get married. Now, of course, now it's different.
Mhm.
My husband went to school, graduated, got his license in airframe and power plant. So now he's an aircraft mechanic. So now I'm able to stay home. But back then, yeah, we were young and dumb, as they would say. So I'm glad to say we have added some wisdom to our years, and we are doing better now.
Mm-hmm. And I know you got married
18.
young too. I think you're either 18 or 19.
Yes. The way I got married was just being so in love and just could not wait to spend our lives together. Didn't have anything. Didn't have a dime to my name, but just knew that I love this person so much. I can't live without this person. So why am I? Let's get married. And then there's the other, which is I love you so much.
Mhm.
I want to make sure that I'm able to take care of you and take
Right.
care of us and have stability before we get married. And I mean, it's okay to think like that. Do I think like that? No. I love you. What are we waiting for? So that's what happened. We got married. We told our parents,
Mhm.
that we did the whole traditional thing. Waited, planned the wedding, had everybody there. It was beautiful. Everybody looks beautiful. I love going to weddings. Did not. I could have eloped, and I think I would have been
Perfectly
just
fine.
perfectly fine with eloping. I don't like all the
attention.
I
Yeah.
don't like people looking at me. I don't like any of that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
She's a background girly.
I'm a background girly. So I would have loved to elope. I think to me it's so special. It's so intimate. The people that you want, that you love, that you're with every single day, they're the only ones that matter. To be there, to celebrate you, to celebrate your love, and so. But I'm grateful for my wedding. I'm grateful for the way that I had it. But I would have not mind one bit having if I eloped.
Yeah. After you say that, that explains. I can definitely see that. That you would rather, like, you could have done away with just an elopement and be
for sure.
perfectly fine throughout your whole life.
Oh,
I think for
yes.
me, I'm still like, I really still want a wedding.
And that's okay because people. I mean, that people are different.
It's gone.
But yeah, being married young, and then of course, we all, as soon as we were married, we just had kids, and we were just in that season of babies, diapers, babies after babies, toddlers and infants, and yes, and just going through all of that. That was a season of its own. That was a whole thing to juggle after being married. First you're married, and then you're trying to figure out how to live with another human and cohabitate together, and then you introduce more little humans to that environment, and you're on the fast track of learning who you are as a mom, as a wife, and yeah, that can be a lot too.
That can definitely be a lot. I know you got married and then you had Belisi. And just speaking of children, I just know what it's like to be on the receiving end of people truly being in your village
Oh yeah,
of help.
Yeah.
I think that Kim and I were absent. I mean, we were there for Belisi, but we weren't there for you. Yeah, we were still young. And so I think there was a dynamic shift there as well, going from our sister, staying with our sister in a house together, and then her getting married, having a kid, and then
that's that was weird. I think it's weird when you grow up with your family and you live together and you just grow up, this is the only thing you've ever known is life with your siblings, and then sharing a room together all of our childhood also.
I would not trade that.
I would not trade that.
Yeah.
Shout out to siblings who have to share a room.
Yes.
Even if it's not by choice.
Yes.
It is the most rewarding and special thing I wouldn't trade for the world. It's just all those memories. I just am so thankful for it. And I remember being young and just complaining that I didn't have my own room and having to share with my sisters. And I remember my mom telling me, you're going to be so happy when you're grown and you're out of this house and married, whatever. You're going to be so happy for the times that you shared with your sisters. And she said, this is the only time that you get to spend with your sisters like this.
Yes.
And she was right.
And that's so true. Yeah. I'm
so
tearing
happy.
up now, but
yeah,
I'm not pregnant. I just had a baby. So yeah, that's so true. That's something so special and unique of being able to share. I mean, you grow up sharing a bedroom with your siblings thinking that this is like the worst thing ever.
Right.
Having to share a space together, share your closet, your clothes, your shoes. I mean, not even by choice most of the time.
No.
The clothes
definitely
part.
not.
Having to argue about clothes.
Right.
But I think that's something that's so special because then you grow up, you have your own families, and then you look back and you're like, wow, I miss those times.
Definitely miss those times.
Yeah, I would definitely say, like looking back at us sharing rooms, when we look back now and we look at all our arguments and our fights that we had, it's just something to laugh about. And when I just sit here and think about them, I could just sit here and literally laugh because it's just funny. It's just so funny.
Yeah.
All the different arguments we've had, or someone is chasing you, about to hit you, and a suitcase falls on top of them in the closet. They try to chase you in the closet.
Okay.
And it's just funny, there's just many times. It was just,
You're getting carried away and it's about to be another fight.
But yeah, it was definitely a lot of good memories, bad memories, funny, sad. So yeah,
I think that and the thing is, if you're watching this and you're in that season right now of your life, you're in that chapter of your life, sharing rooms with your siblings, and let me just tell you right now that the sharing clothes and sharing your closet does not end. Okay. When you move out, when you have a husband and children and a whole family and bills of your own, your sister will still be there in your closet.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. That's a fact. And so, I mean, I can just take a look around now. I'm just kidding.
Ma'am.
Not today, but someday. Some days, okay. She got designed by Anna's closet, head to toe. Okay. We all do that with each other. So that's fun. I think that one of the things is that when you grow up with your siblings, there's no such thing as going through something on your own. There's no such thing as you walking anything alone. Anything, because your siblings are like, why are you crying under that pillow? why are you being weird today? And I think that that's a beautiful thing. And I think that it's important to have. That's the beginning of you having your village, having your support system. It's right there. It's right there. Sharing a room with your siblings, listening to the radio station, fighting over what radio station to play.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
fighting over your little radio, and then it ends up getting broken. So
stop with the inside stuff. I'm begging. I'm begging the audience does not need to know or care to know. Yeah, but definitely all those things wouldn't trade it. And you are going to experience a lot of those things. And I'm so excited for you to have your first. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're the youngest one.
Mhm.
Get ready.
You're ready for those hand-me-downs, girl.
Get ready, girl.
Hand-me-downs.
Mhm.
And I think that's the cool thing about us having kids around the same age
Yes.
is that the hand-me-downs.
Oh, yes.
Okay. I'm talking about you need a jacket, you need a what? Your son needs some shoes. It's a circle, it's a recycling.
Yes. It might be a little worn out, but go
Those
ahead.
go to the trash. Let me set the
Listen,
record.
I'll take them.
I need you to tone it down. Look.
Listen, what's one man's trash is another man's treasure. That's what I always
keep
say.
Going at
Okay?
100, and I just need
All
you
right.
to pause.
It's the Mother Hubbard
See
in
the
me,
stop
guys.
sign and stop, because I need y'all to know. Do you have someone in your family who can't go past a couch on the curb? Do you have someone in your family that has notifications on for Marketplace on Facebook? If you do not, you are looking at ours right here. Okay.
Hey, I always find those good deals.
And
I have a lot of
there's
stuff
nothing
hanging in my
wrong.
house. I got for free, and they were perfectly fine.
Relax. There's
My
nothing
little
wrong with a good deal.
signs, There's a lot of good
There's
stuff.
nothing wrong with a good deal. There is something wrong if it's worn out and you're trying
Nah,
to
I only
pass them
take the
down to
worn out
us.
stuff from my sisters. Okay, that's it.
Case closed. Case closed. That's all. That's it. That's it. That's all. Moving on from garbage. What is it? What are those people called?
Garbage Joe. I just totally
Just
made
made
that
that
up.
up.
I just made that up.
Trash can divers.
You know what? I've always wanted to do that.
I've always
too.
wanted to do that behind
I
a
have.
Bath and Body Works.
Ooh. That's another podcast
Okay.
we might be doing soon.
I mean, we're never gonna
keep
do
a
it.
lookout. I
but-
don't know. About that. Maybe speak for yourself.
Definitely not saying anything about that. So right now, with all the kids that we have, as we said earlier, I have 4 kids.
Mhm.
She has 4 kids. She has 5 kids. And so now that we are in the season of children all around, there is always a child somewhere. You see how we're doing this? And there's a child here.
Yes.
When you're driving in your car, there's a child in the back seat.
Mm-hmm.
When you're in your
Yes.
home, even though there's children at school, there's one in the living room
There's
as
one.
well.
There's always someone.
There's children coming out of the vents. You know, like Among Us, how they just come in through the vent.
That's definitely.
There's children everywhere.
Yes, that's how
Okay?
it feels.
It feels like,
Definitely, especially for my parents.
yeah. It's why my poor parents.
Yes.
Okay, thinking that, oh, it's so cute, we're grandparents now, and boom, infested with children.
No, literally, that's literally what happened.
It's
Just boom,
Yeah.
one day.
so this is gonna look crazy some days. This is gonna be, but there's a child somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And as we're doing this, we're also having to entertain because kids, whatever room that they're in, they're the boss. Okay.
Right. Speaking of kids being with us all the time, I mean, that even goes into like volunteering. When you volunteered with the food bank at church, I mean, we had to drag
Oh,
our
yes.
kids there. They were
Yep.
much younger.
Oh,
They're older
yeah.
now, so
That is right.
if you
During
live
that
in the
season.
DFW area and you've come by our church for the food bank, you'll see these kids pulling the wagons around. I mean, these kids were once babies.
They're running the show now.
Yes, they're running the show now. Before we had to drag them there. I mean,
Mhm.
it was really stressful most times.
It
or
was but-
annoying and frustrating, but we had things to do.
Mhm.
Okay, life had
Kids
to
are not gonna
continue.
stop.
Yeah,
No.
kids won't stop.
Kids are not gonna stop. what
Exactly.
We have to do.
Yeah, that's definitely right. Yeah. Yeah, that was the season that I forgot about.
She's having flashbacks.
I'm having flashbacks and it's like I'm
It was a
about
crazy
to
season.
just black out
It
because
was crazy.
the crazy part was like my twins,
Yes.
they were toddlers at that time. So they were what, like 2, maybe 3, and they were just a handful. They were just
Well,
a
they're still a
handful.
handful.
Yes.
well,
Let's correct that.
well, to me they're not. They're 5 now and I feel like they're a lot better.
Are you here with us?
But they are at that time because they weren't the only toddlers. We had her son was a toddler as well, and then she had two that were toddlers as well. So they were all together being crazy, having a little science lab over there. So so yeah, that was, I forgot about that time until my sister mentioned that. So, but yeah, that was a
kids
fun
don't
season.
Stop us from doing anything. Like they
Mhm.
cannot be an excuse. at
Yeah,
all.
we don't use them
And
as an
see,
excuse.
now that they've gone to the food bank and volunteered
Mhm.
when they were toddlers, now they're the ones running the show, taking all those wagons.
They know what to
the
do
car.
now. They know how to pack the boxes, what meat goes in the boxes, what fruits, what veggies. So they're very good at, as soon as we get there, they go straight to work. They pack the boxes, they put the sacks into the carts, grab an egg or a milk if we have any, and then take it outside to the cars. They load up the cars. They tell them have a great day. We come back in, and then we also have a church lady. Bless her heart, she always provides breakfast for us. So the kids always look forward to that, and I look forward to that. So every Saturday we go over there, and sure enough, we get fed a nice, great meal, and yeah, we just have a good time serving our community.
I think the most important thing is that when you're a mom, especially when you become a parent and you are doing all the things that you used to do before you were a parent, like serving in your community, serving in your church, those are things that you want to still include your children in because you want them to see how important it is to serve and to see how
Yes,
blessed we are that we
definitely.
get to serve. And so that didn't stop us from bringing them, even though it was a hassle.
Yes.
But the importance
Mm-hmm.
of having them there outweighed
Yes.
the hassle of having to take them all around. Just like the importance of having this podcast outweighs the hassle of dragging
Yeah.
this little baby around, breastfeeding her, and between nap times and trying to find the right time to do this.
Yeah.
But it's just important. And so, being a mom is not putting a period at the end of a sentence. It's, if anything, it just adds so much more. It just, the quality of your life shoots up and everything just becomes so much more meaningful and important. So yeah, our kids are there. We take them to everything.
Yes.
We let them see everything. We let them see how important it is to serve, how incredibly blessed they are to have each other and to
Oh,
grow
yeah.
up with each other. I mean, we have her kids, Mike. I mean, we all live a 5-minute drive down the street from each other in the same city. And so our children are growing up with each other. They see each other almost every other day. They're celebrating all these big, important events, birthdays and Christmases and
Yes.
everything with each other. I mean, they're just so blessed. Very, very
Oh, yeah.
fortunate.
Yeah, I would say looking back at it, that we are definitely blessed to be able to be in the same city together, be able to have our kids grow up together, because we didn't really have that growing up, not how our kids are now and all the times they get to be together and celebrate. So I definitely cherish the time that our kids are able to just get together and be a family and just enjoy each other's company. I think that's one of our biggest blessings, indeed.
So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. This was just our intro, just trying to introduce ourselves to you guys, and we just thank you guys so much for joining us. So friends, we're gonna go ahead and call it a day for our first episode. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope that you join us on the next one.
Yep. Thank y'all for joining us, as Anna has said. So we hope you guys have a blessed week, and we'll see y'all on our next podcast.
Bye.
Bye.